the experiment that made an entire building phase out of reality. It began with a phone call the government never expected to receive. On June 4th, 1997, at exactly 3:13 a.m., every security camera in a restricted military research site in northern New Mexico shut down for 6 full minutes. No storm, no power failure, nothing to explain it. When the feed came back, something was gone. Not stolen, not destroyed, just gone. A 6-story laboratory building known only as Unit 731B had vanished, completely erased like it had never existed. No debris, no explosion, no trace, just flat concrete where a building had stood the night before. The building wasn't on any public records. It didn't show up on maps, and nobody in nearby towns even knew it existed. But inside that building had been one of the most classified experiments in U.S. history. Project Duskfield. Officially, Duskfield didn't exist. Even within the Department of Defense, it was buried under layers of fake names and budgets. The team behind it, led by Dr. Howard Rensler, was studying dimensional resonance. Their goal, to open a brief, stable window into parallel space. But the real reason for the project went deeper. For years, strange signals had been intercepted from deep space. They weren't random. They were patterns, mathematical codes, repeating sequences, and encrypted bursts of data. Some of these signals mirrored quantum equations not even discovered on Earth yet. The Pentagon believed the signals weren't just communication. They were instructions, a blueprint. Using this alien data, Project Duskfield built a device called the Veil Engine. It was a room-sized structure of spinning rings and pulsing energy cores. The goal was to sync the building's atomic frequency with whatever dimension the signals came from. If they could align just long enough, they believed they could make contact, or even transfer matter across dimensions. On the night of the experiment, the team activated the Veil Engine at full power for the first time. What happened next was pieced together only from a few fragmented recordings and a written note found taped to the back of a vending machine, one of the only objects still standing after the disappearance. The note, scrawled in frantic handwriting, said, "It worked. We opened it, but something came through. Or worse, we went there. If anyone finds this, shut it down. They know we exist now." That's all. No signature. No names. The government sealed the site within 24 hours. But within weeks, strange things started happening to the nearby town of Mirror Ridge, population 1,872. People began reporting voices that came from dead radios. Shadows appeared in places with no light source. GPS signals twisted wildly within a 3-mile radius. A local farmer swore he saw the missing building flicker into view on his land, just for a second, then vanish again, like a ghost trapped in static. 3 months later, a man was found wandering Route 96 barefoot, covered in burns and mumbling in a language no one could recognize. His fingerprints matched Dr. Howard Rensler, but Rensler had been declared dead. He was presumed lost during the experiment. Yet here he was, alive, barely. When questioned, all he would say was, "They're not from there. They're from here, just before." The meaning of his words sparked panic among the few cleared to hear them. From here, just before? What did that mean? One theory emerged, and it was terrifying. The alien signals were never from outer space. They were from Earth, but from a future that no longer existed. A version of Earth that had already gone too far, destroyed itself, and sent warnings backward through time, not to save us, but to stop us from following their path. But by building the Veil Engine, we didn't stop it, we activated it. We became the next link in a chain that never ends. A loop. Another theory, even darker, suggested that what disappeared wasn't a building, but us, that our reality shifted, ever so slightly, into a version where the building was never there to begin with, which meant we've been living in the wrong reality ever since. Dr. Rensler died 48 hours after he was found. Autopsy revealed something shocking. His organs were reversed, as if mirrored, Heart on the right, liver on the left. Even his fingerprints were flipped, a mirror image of his old records. Shortly after, all files related to Project Duskfield were sealed under a new classification level, beyond top secret, higher than black budget. Even U.S. presidents are denied access, but whistleblowers still emerge. In 2012, a former military contractor leaked satellite images showing a strange distortion above the old Duskfield site. The ground beneath it seemed to warp slightly, casting shadows in directions that defied the sun. The contractor vanished 3 days after uploading the files. And then there's the most chilling piece of evidence, an audio tape mailed anonymously to a radio host known for covering conspiracy theories. The tape, filled with static and garbled voices, was cleaned up using AI filters. At minute 317, a voice clearly says, "You are already in it. The experiment never ended." Some believe the entire planet is now inside a slow phase shift, one that began the moment the building vanished. We just haven't noticed it yet because reality is changing in ways our brains aren't wired to detect. Tiny inconsistencies, missing memories, déjà vu time glitches, phantom sounds. Are these side effects of the shift? And if so, how far along are we? Today, the site is surrounded by fences and warning signs, but there's no military presence, no guards, almost like the government doesn't want to protect the site, but avoid it, like they know whatever happened there is still happening, and can't be stopped. Some say the building appears every 13 years for exactly 6 minutes and 6 seconds, that it phases back in, distorted, half-melted, humming with impossible energy. And if you're too close when it happens, you disappear too. The next appearance is rumored to be in 2026. So if you live near northern New Mexico and you wake up one night to see a tall building flickering in the distance, don't go near it, because it may not be from the past or the future. It may not be from here at all.